I had technical difficulty yesterday trying to post to Scott Rishi's virtual open mic, so I'm going to give him another shot. Put together a medley of a couple of classic songs about people living on the fringe of society. Early morning the sun was shining and I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd changed at all, if her hair was still red. Her folks said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Then it was like mama's homemade dress, papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And me, I'm standing by the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading out to the East Coast. Lord knows I've paid some dues getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could and abandoned it out west. Broke up on a cold, sad night, both agreeing it was best. She turned to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in Santa Fe, working in a hotel. But I never did like it all that much, and one day it just went to hell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky not to be destroyed, working on a fishing boat outside of Delacroix. And all the while that I was alone, the pastor was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. And later on, when the crowd thinned out and I was about to do the same, she was standing behind my chair and said, "Hey, tell me, don't I know your name?" I mumbled something under my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes, tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. She said, "I thought you'd never say hello, you seem like the silent type." Then she opened up a book of poems, handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like a burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written from my soul, from me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street, in the basement down the stairs. There is music in the cafes at night and a revolution in the air. And then he started dealing with slaves and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And when the bottom finally fell out and I became withdrawn, the only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on, like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. Now I'm going back again, got to get to them somehow. All the faces I used to know, they're an illusion to me now. And some are mathematicians, some are truck drivers' wives. Don't know how this all got started, don't know what they're doing with their lives. 'Cause me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. So, true story, 1973, I was living in southern Arizona, about 2 miles from the Mexican border, between the ghost towns of Ruby and Sassabee, with a loosely knit community of hippies, cowboys, and outlaws. Now, some of those guys were veterans from what I call the Great War of my generation. And well, over there they learned some very interesting skills, especially the pilots. They could do things like fly between trees and to very dangerous places. So when they got home, and there wasn't really much call for that line of work at United Airlines, if you know what I mean. And so the Treetop Flyer was born. And I could be a rambler from the 7 Dials. And I don't pay taxes 'cause I never file. Don't do business that don't make me smile. Love my aeroplane 'cause she's got style. I'm a treetop flyer, a soul survivor. You live alone. I'll fly weed or whiskey, anything but guns. 'Cause them Bush League pilots, they can't get the job done. 'Cause you got to fly down into the canyons, you don't ever see the sun. Ain't no such thing as an easy run for the treetop flyer, a soul survivor. You usually work alone. I fly low, I'm in high demand. 15 feet off of the Rio Grande. 160 knots blow the mesquite right off of the sand. Seldom seen, especially when I land. treetop flyer, a soul survivor. Usually work alone. So people been asking me, where'd you learn to fly that way? Over in Vietnam, chasing NVA. My government taught me, and they taught me right. Stay under the tree line and you might be alright. Treetop flyer, soul survivor. I'm coming home, I'm flying low and fast, 'cause I told my woman this is gonna be my last. Now I get the ship down and I tie her fast. Then some cabrón walks up and says, how'd you like to make some fast cash? Treetop flyer and the soul survivor. He usually work alone. And well, there's things I am and there's things I'm not. And I am a smuggler and I could get shot. But I ain't gonna die, 'cause I ain't gonna get caught. 'Cause I'm a flying fool in my aeroplane. I'm just too hot. Treetop flyer, the soul survivor. Hey, thanks for watching.